Shalom Akim, Shalom Akwathiam. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kradash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 12 in the NIV, and it reads, "For the word of the Most High is alive and active." We serve a power. Not only is he the only true and living power, but his words are living. This is why the scriptures tells us, just loosely paraphrasing, that none of these prophecies shall fail. But why is that? Because his words are alive and active. I have several updates for you regarding the MOTB. And I want you to consider this information that I'm going to share with you. All of this occurred in the last 2 weeks of this so-called new year. I'll read it again from the top. "For the word of the Most High is alive and active, is sharper than any double-edged sword. It penetrates even unto the dividing of soul and spirit, joints and marrow. It judges the thoughts and the attitudes of the heart." And that word heart there goes into the word what? Your mind. So for those of you who still don't believe that the MOTB is the micro C-hip, I'm going to allow this information to pierce you, right, down to your spirit, to your joint, to your bone, and to your marrow. All right. It states here, now this is from January 10th. This article here is a little bit foggy, but I pulled this up in a different window. Let me go here. Okay. All right. It states here, Neuralink brain device has been implanted in a third patient, Elon Musk says, and it's working well. How do you get around that? This is Revelation, the 13th chapter, and the 16th verse on down, coming into fruition. Let me scroll down a bit. This article is from January the 11th, 2025, and this video is more so an update. And all of this information I'm going to share with you is at your fingertips, right? Because the scriptures tells us, you can look this up in your own time, but the scriptures tells us to prove all things and hold fast to that which is good. All of us should be likened unto the Bereans, who were considered more noble. They were looking things up to see if they were true. Let's get right into this. It tells us, Neuralink company brain computer device has been implanted in a third patient, and the company has plans for 20 to 30 more people implanted in 2025. Founder Elon Musk said, "We have got now 3 humans with neuron links implanted, and they are all working well," Musk said during an event in Las Vegas this week that was streamed on X, his social media service. Neuralink is one of a growing group of upstarts. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. They have plans for 20 to 30 more people. This is just Neuralink. Last time I counted, there's several companies with brain devices, and this is just one company. So you have to consider how much more so these other organizations. Okay, let me continue on. Neuralink is one of a growing group of upstart developing brain implants that can help treat conditions such as paralysis and ALS. They are experimental procedures that usually require the opening up of the skull to place electrodes in the brain tissue. Thus, Revelation, the 13th chapter, the 16th and the 17th verse. Okay, continuing on. A year ago, Neuralink said it had implanted its device in its initial patient, Nolan Aubrey. Let me come from here, right? Let me come from here, because I said I had multiple updates for you. And in case you were unawares, this article, it tells us Elon Musk Neuralink has been greenlit, meaning he has to go ahead for first brain implant trials outside of the U.S. And this is just from 2 months ago, back in November 21st, 2024. Now, you might be thinking, well, what countries or what locations, right? Now, I looked up and found Canada. Now, I'm going to share a video with you that shares many more locations as well. But it states here, Elon Musk Neuralink has received approval from Canada health authorities to conduct a clinical trial of its brain-computer interface BCI technology. Now, let's come from here, right? Let's go here, because when I looked this up, I came across this interesting video, okay? And of course, YouTube, I want to share this under the Fair Use Act. Again, fair use. I want you to listen closely to what this man has to say.
Elon Musk just revealed that his brain chip company Neuralink has implanted their device in a third.
Yeah, we've got now three humans with Neuralinks implanted and all working well.
Neuralink plans on implanting devices in 20 to 30 people this year as they make their way to implanting in millions of people within the next decade. Elon also just said yesterday they're planning on doing implants in the UK, Canada, and New Zealand. And this rapid international expansion of their human trials was not expected by many, and it's a testament to the persistence of the Neuralink team as they scaled this remarkable technology as fast and safely as possible. Now, really consider how this life changing technology has a tremendous impact on the amount of digital freedom these patients have. Neuralink's first patient, Nolan, for example, suffered a spinal cord injury 9 years ago. He's now paralyzed from the shoulders down, but after being implanted with a Neuralink about a year ago, he's able to use a computer without his hands. He can just think about where he wants the mouse cursor to move, and then he does it.
One of the first times y'all gave me complete control over this, I actually stayed up until, like 6 a.m. playing Civilization 6.
This unlocks a whole new level of digital freedom where he can play music, watch videos, browse the internet, post on X, and even play chess or other advanced video games like Civilization 6. And this is not only a big benefit for him, but it's also a big lifestyle change for his family and friends around him. They no longer have to care for him late at night when he wants to use a computer. My name is Ryan Tanaka, and I make videos covering everything about Neuralink. Please follow for more videos.
We pause there. Bear with me 1 second, Baba Kusha. Salakia for that. Let's come out of that there. And if you were listening to that man, he stated they're preparing for trials in UK, Canada, and New Zealand, right? Look at what took place in Ethiopia just a few days ago. Ethiopia unveils what is mandatory digital ID for banks. You see, all roads lead to the MOTB, all right? It's going to become mandatory, okay? The scripture tells us that all prophecies are going to come into fruition. Let's come from here, okay? And I'll leave a link in the description so you can read more about that in your own time. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 11, and it reads, "So shall my word be that go forth from my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." The power that we serve, it's impossible for him to lie. When he says a prophecy is going to occur, it's going to happen. And should we be of the elect, we already see and we know what the MOTB is. We fully comprehend. Brothers have gone into that word. They have broken it down. Brothers have toiled vigorously, all right? And if you're still in a state of unbelief, maybe the Spirit simply isn't working with you. But the elect, we see and we know exactly what this device is. And should we be of that number, we're not going to take it, but we're going to endure until the end, even if it means death. Hopefully, this quick video has been helpful. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.